Hey Connie, coming down the stairs from the upstairs. Thought I'd give you a little video tour before we take everything down. Of course, you remember the front door and the massive entrance hall. And I'll come down. This is how it was decorated for Christmas. Front window had all the Hallmark snowmen looking out. The couch, my ancient mahjong, Eric's cradle that Ralph made. I'm going to try to move around here without jerking around so much. You stand at one end of the living room. You look across the fireplace. Of course, there were candles lit on all those things up above. They're not lit now. This living room's big. And then down to the major Hallmark Christmas tree. And you can see out to the family room. You can see all of your artwork still on the walls. So we'll walk over here. Let's do a little span. There's the corner. That's all the original artwork of yours, Connie, that you had up when Mom and Dad lived here. And all of your flora and fauna artwork. And looking back towards the front door. And the little rocking chair. And of course we have back there the caroler. Let's just do a little of this for you just for fun, and then I'll try to shut it off, but the kids loved it. So that was our Christmas caroler. And we'll just keep going while he's singing. I don't know what he's singing, but... And there is the Hallmark tree. From top to bottom. I believe it's 360 plus Hallmark ornaments with just white lights, that's all. All we set up new this year. Well, that looks out into the, obviously, the family room. And you spin around. Whoops. Let's move this chair. This is the small corner with the table that Eric made me in high school. Again, all your pictures. The urn with the ashes of all my borzoi. And my antique chair. And then you come over here, and of course everything in our house, Ralph, you'll have to get ready to move there, is locked by gates. So then we'll come through the kitchen. This used to be the dining room. We've turned it more into an entrance hall, semi-little library, cookbook room. Again, this is an antique from 1774 dry sink, and it was decorated in my borzoi pictures. And then cookbooks and my favorite artists. Then a second Christmas tree that Ralph made me last year when I was sick. Then you spin over to the floating bookshelves. When I cut down my book group, the floating bookshelves and self-lighting things that come on daily. So there's usually something on the table too, but not right now. Let's see. I think you can see the snowman over here. Samantha, thank you for the doggy. It matches my mug. And then around to little tables and all my miniature antiques. And my picture from my Borzoi National. I'm going to come into the kitchen, which is just blech. Let's just turn the light down in here. Just your basic kitchen. Christmas cards up. The wine and flowers are from Merlin's birthday today. The opening you see goes out to the laundry room, where the addition was put on when I was young. So we have those, and still some more snowmen up here on top of the fridge. And then we'll walk out here. Again, this is more stuff that we use. Sorry, the cupboards aren't closed. This is more stuff that we use to block off things from Merlin chewing. We have Blade and Merlin's bulletin boards from 2014. This is just parts in the laundry room of their accomplishments, their doggy door. These rugs are typically not down on the slate floor, but because we're going into mud, I insisted that we do something. The lights are off now. These are my two breeding tables. Lights just turned off. These are all orchids that continue to bloom, and other plants continue to bloom, some of them for over 10 years, twice a year. Always misters running on them. So we have that. And then the little tree that as soon as the motorhome gets home should have been on the dashboard. So now we'll just take a peek. I'm doing this mainly for my sister Connie. Into the powder room that used to be gross and disgusting, which is now at least semi-looking good. Ralph did a beautiful job of doing it. Okay, let's turn that out. And now we come out to the family room, the chair that I spend my entire life in. Again, no chew tables. My chair, my jade tree. Blade's famous recliner. You can see the patio outside the window. You scan around, you see the small love seat that we bought for Phoenix, so he wouldn't be left out when he came here. You spin around, and again you can see the Hallmark tree going into the living room. You can see the things that we bought in Albuquerque. Oh gosh, I can't believe the light is reflected in the one Borsley picture, but it's still pretty. All the pictures my sister drew of my dog so far. My Borsley book from Maryland. And then back to the laundry room. So basically, if I'm sitting here on Blade's chair, I can look outside and see our entire property. Plus I can see this beautiful room. I can see the whole way through to our living room and front door. And I guess Ralph turned the lights out outside, so we can no longer see the reindeer that are lit up. So that's done. But there are small reindeer about 50 to 75 feet down the yard that surround the base of a tree that are usually all lit up. I think he's going to try to turn them on. There you go. Now between all of my windows and the reflection of this light and that light, you can see my reindeer that are down there, and they move, and the dogs love them. And anyway, this was a little glance at our downstairs for Christmas. And the last one we're going to look at is the birthday boy himself. Happy 8th birthday, Merlin. I know you loved your dinner. I think you're going to sleep tight. I hope you can keep that eye for a little while longer. We love you. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas to everyone. Good night.